Hi everyone, how's everything? This is Oscar. Thank you so much for being here with me once again. I know it's been a long break. I've had a couple of things going on, but happy to be back. So in this episode, I wanted to just quickly debrief how it went for me in the challenge of last time. Last time, as I explained, the challenge was a particular way to read and study the Bible. You can watch the previous episode if you want, but just a short summary is reading and making connections between the Old and the New Testament. I think that's very fruitful and definitely very interesting. And to be honest, a very new way for me to explore and to read the Bible. So let me present to you the passage I found and how I went about it. To be honest, I didn't know where to start. This was like back in August, September. Um, because I knew I could have used like AI or internet, but I wanted to do it like old-fashioned way. So I just opened up my Bible and started reading. And I started reading New Testament and started reading Matthew, and then there was a specific verse of Matthew that uh would ring a bell of something I had read a long time ago with the Old Testament. There was a doubt that I've always had, and I never knew how to answer it. And it was interesting because I found like the answer um in the New Testament. So this was like exactly what I was looking for, and happy to say that it didn't take me much. I felt like after like an hour and a half, I managed to find this connection on my own. So yeah, here it goes. I'm gonna read just to present the idea. I'm gonna read first the 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 quote from the Old Testament first. Give me 1 second because I'm having issues with the camera. Okay, so this should be good. Okay, so this is from the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 6 as well. Then one of the seraphim flew to me, holding an ember which he had taken with tongues from the altar. He touched my mouth with it and said, see, now that this has touched your lips, your wickedness is removed, your sin is purged. So I remember reading that a long time ago. I didn't know exactly how, um, what was the relationship between the lips and the sin being removed. Um, it was for me pretty hard to understand. And let me present to you the reading from the New Testament that directly answers and touches on that topic. And this is from Matthew chapter 15, verse, let's read from verse 10, okay? He summoned the crowd and said to them, hear and understand. It is not what enters one's mouth that defiles that person, but what comes out of the mouth is what defiles one. And then later on, he in 17 goes on and says, do you not realize that everything that enters the mouth passes into the stomach and is expelled into the latrine? But the things that come out of the mouth come from the heart, and they defile. For from the heart come evil thoughts, murder, adultery, unchastity, theft, false witness, blasphemy. These are what defile a person, but to eat with unwashed hands does not defile. So for me, that was yeah, that was when I read this, I was like, oh, interesting. Like, I had a small deja vu towards the passage of Isaiah, and that was how the connection was made. To be honest, just um, I know it can feel tempting to use AI. Obviously, I feel like it could be a great tool, but I think it was very fulfilling to have this experience on my own. Um, I don't see myself doing this very often, but it definitely helped me kind of empathize and relate with the first, not first, but earlier Christians um, were doing and how they read the entire Bible to make all these connections and all these studies. So it was definitely for me an amazing experience that I would for sure recommend. That's all for now. I'm probably gonna record the next challenge briefly and upload it bef hopefully before Christmas and definitely before New Year. So that would be all. Thank you guys so much. Wishing you all an amazing start of the week. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.